Hey, hey. I do hope all is going well. Good evening. Hey, Snowly. Hey, Tremaine. Hope all is going well. Took me a second to get everything up here. Make sure I was okay. And I still forgot my water. I have some, but I'm going to definitely use my break to get some water. How's everyone doing? I'm Ash. This is Ash Rice Lots. Welcome to the channel. Today is my day for the March Madness streams. So I had everything like pretty set up. Hey, hey. And yeah, I tried a new hat thing past few days. I don't think it looks like a s'mores, but we'll work with that for right now. It probably needs to be a little longer too. We're still playing around with hat combinations and crochet. So, thank you. Thank you. And the drink is in the big freezer. I got everything except for the drink, which is usually drinking rights for me. Drinking rights are my thing that I normally do on Thursday nights, but since we're doing the March Madness, we're trading off the days that I have drinking rights. Let's go ahead and get into the plan screen. There we go. So we've got a few minutes. We're going to be doing a sprint. Should be at 10 after, so it's probably a little too fast. We'll see. Hopefully I did time it correctly. But I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I like my other hobby outside of writing is crocheting. It was drawing mostly, but then I got into crocheting. Like, how many years ago? I think it was in 2020. I think we were in 2020, the pandemic. I've always wanted to crochet and was like, yeah, let's finally go ahead and start it, because we were in lockdown and all that good stuff, and was very happy with doing stuff. I started off, I think the first thing I made was a shark. I think that's the first thing. Either way, it doesn't matter, because my daughter she take everything. Like, she's probably going to take this hat, because this was a tester hat. So she's going to be like, yeah, let me get that. Which won't fit her because she got so much hair. Oh, yeah. Look. When I have to get my mind cleared, it is a great thing to do, because you're mostly counting. Like, you can't do anything else but think about what you're doing, or you're going to have to take it apart. And no one wants to do that. I definitely don't want to be taken apart. But yeah. What kind of stuff does she crochet? Look. Also, let me ask the writing thing too. What are you working on tonight? I will tell you what I'm working on is going to be the more edits for Spell of the Bayou. I am hoping to have that done have it to where it can be up for sale in October. So I do need to finally go ahead and finish up all the edits and don't go back to it. Life-size animals. For real. See, now I've made some little bats. I've made some girls. I have one girl. Let me make it big. We still got a few minutes. I need to make a life-size animal. Woo! I've made her. There's a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes were made. But I've made her. And I made another girl, and I'm still working on getting her done. So that's basically what I've been doing with my crochet is hats, and I've done ladies. So I need to do her stand. Long time. Thank you. She did it a long time. So like with her. Thank you very much. Got my drink. Okay, now I'm ready. But yeah, life-size animals, man, that's gotta be wild. I've done like I said, it was a shark. It was probably about this big. It wasn't very big. It was a little pink shark. I've made a giraffe. Animals, bats, grim grinning goats has some really cute bat patterns. And I've definitely I've done like big hoods and stuff, but nothing like that, like a big animal, like a real big one. I've been working on a marsh gator, an alligator, for some time, and I just can't get the feet right, so I haven't attached the legs to it yet. So I don't think I'm reading the pattern properly. That's why I'm having an issue. But yeah, and she's been doing it for a long time. I bet she awesome with it. I mean, after quite a bit of practice and much more understanding of the patterns and everything, I definitely got way better. Because at first, I mean, I know with the shark, it took me so long to do the shark. I probably should do it again. I believe I timed it at like 9 hours, and like I said, it's very small. It's not huge details. So if I did it now, I probably would get it way faster than I did when I was working on it the first time. And then also with what was it? What was it? What was that? Like I do a lot of Twisted Hatter patterns. She does a lot of like costuming, cosplay type stuff. So I play around with hers. So hers are pretty up there in some of the advancements. I've had a pattern of hers that's a predator mask for quite some time. So I know it would be so much better if I go ahead and get back into it with her stuff. But yeah, so let me move it into the keys. But yeah, so what are we working on tonight? Like I said, I'm still editing, updating, correcting scenes, merging stuff. What are y'all gonna be doing? Probably should get that towel down. Look at my towel. Cause this thing, also I'm gonna be drinking my dark chocolate coffee for tonight. That's mainly because my butter pecan is at my mom's house. So let's see. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. It's 10 after. We're gonna put 20 minutes on the clock and get this chill hop on. So get to work, or not, chill. We can chill here. Happy writing. Okay, how'd you do? How did you do? I was able to get, let me highlight because I was inside, so I know where I'm at. We are 591. That was a pretty good one right there. Wait, did I highlight the right? Yep, sure did. 591 words for, no I didn't. That's 222 out of, yeah, 221. Editing going well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It has been a pretty cool day over here. How was your day? I don't have one. Oh, you don't. Oh, no worries. I don't know. I use the, what do you use when you are doing your shorts? I definitely use pieces of the, Save the Cat and Snowflake methods. So, and I know in both of them, they kind of like the Save the Cat, I believe it's the log line that you have to do, that they want you to do. He wants you to do first, and even with Snowflake method, that is something that's done. It's to do kind of a summary, like your one-liner, your pitch, and then you expand it into a paragraph, and then you expand that, you keep going, then you go to your characters and go back and expand it to 4 paragraphs, 4 or 5, or however many paragraphs it takes to get the story summarized. Then you go back to your characters. It's kind of back and forth. I do like that way of doing it, because then I can make the story and the characters evolve with each other. So that's the only reason why I asked. I was like, I understand. You don't have to do all the steps. It does say you ain't got to do all the steps. But I don't know what you're using. Are you using any type of plotting? Pretty good process and development stages. Start with a scene in my head, then a world build. Cool. I do have trouble with some descriptions. Like, I don't know. It's because I have it in my head. I'm like, I know what they're doing. And that's part of, there's several things that have been, it's like when I focus on one thing, when I'm working on a draft, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to fix this dialogue, buddy. This dialogue is going to get so much better. Then I had all these other issues going on. Then I had to start from the beginning and start filling in descriptors. Like, I remember one time I submitted a story to an anthology and we didn't even know what the character even looked like. So, I'll be having trouble. I'm not yet. Hey, that's up to you. I know some folks that, if you're a planner or a plotter. I know, wait, that's all. Plotter or pantster. Yeah, there you go. Like, if you're a pantster, then that's cool. I know Chelsea from Written in Melanin. She's a pantser, but the necromancer story that she's working on now is she did go ahead and plot a bunch of it. So yeah, so you can get some good stories either way. I think if you're a planner, you do get a chance to kind of lay some seeds more than you do if you're a pantser, though. So it just depends on your preference. Pantser, okay. Well, hey now. I'm more of I did pants some of my short stories in the beginning, and then when I found plotting, at first it was when I was just looking for suggestions, it definitely was to Save the Cat. A lot of people suggested Save the Cat. And I was working on that, but at that time they didn't really have it for novels and stuff like that, short stories. But even though you should be able to use it on pretty much anything, because it's like, they even use it for like commercials, so it was like super duper short. But anyway, yeah. Then I started doing a lot more plotting. So it's either way, either I get lost in the sauce if I'm a pantser into like the actual writing of the story, or if I'm doing mostly plotting, I can get lost in the background plotting of it and then never start on the the actual story. So I definitely have had both ends. So sometimes I think the reason why I like the snowflake method is because you kind of go back and forth between the two. So like you're pantsing it because you need to figure out what's going to be happening in these scenes, and then when you start plotting, you find out, like, you're figuring out the motivations. Why do these characters want to do it like this? And then if you don't like, if it doesn't fit, then you can go back and change the story, change up what you were summarizing initially. So pretty much back and forth. So I think I'm pretty much in between. You got the book and have to read it. Which one? The Save the Cat for the novel, or the... I haven't finished that one. Because, like I said, I do like the snowflake method, in which I do need to finish it. This year, I have a bunch of books that are craft books that I've either started and haven't finished, or I had never finished. Just like, it wasn't because I didn't like it. It was just more of my attention. Squirrel. So, that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, so the snowflake or the Save the Cat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is, it's a little, so I changed the yarn, and I thought I added enough room, but I don't think I did. I'm gonna mess with it though. Do some more messing with it. Yeah, the cat one. Okay, I'll look at Snowflake. Kristen Martin gave me that book last year for the holidays. Oh, okay. Yeah, get them. Hey, free 99 is always nice. definitely recommend. But yeah, if you're interested in plotting ones, I would recommend, like, well, at least you can go to Snowflake Method. Like, he has a web page, Randy Ingermessen. He does have a web page where he has like a summary of it. Maybe take a look at the summary. Then you won't have to, like, I wouldn't say go get the book like right now, but because, you know, it depends on what you want to do. If you're a pantser, you're a pantser. But like I said, I think the Snowflake Method is a pretty good in between for me. And if you are interested in it, I will go to his website, because he has articles where he kind of laid out the Snowflake Method, and then also like making dynamic scenes. I thought that was really helpful. He has another book for the dynamic scenes, and I haven't finished. That was one book I didn't finish that I said I was going to finish, in which this weekend I definitely am going to be doing a bunch of reading, because I had some trouble with a short story that I was working on for a anthology. So, and I was like, it needed some scene reworkers, and which I need that also for Spell to Bayou too. I just want to see if there's any other tips that I can find if I actually finish the book. Free 99, yes ma'am. Shadow Crown series. Okay, had to take a look. I like getting suggestions. Crown. Let me get that up though. Christian Martin. Here we go. Cool beans. All right, I might have to take a look, add her to the list, and do some readings. Right now, the book that I am reading, I will say, I'm trying to finish before the library loan runs out. What is the name of that book? The second book just came out, Son of Storm. Is it Son of Storm? I'm gonna look while I'm on here. Loan. Son of the Storm. So, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's like the greatest of the greatest, but I'm kind of like, I need y'all to please make this more interesting instead of just the straight up colorism and everything that's in it. Like, I'm in my fantasy book because I want more than that, and I'm not seeing it in that book. So that's something I would like to see. Okay, let's transition. 10. So I'm trying to finish that book, and then before the loan runs out, which I think I got 3 more days. And I'm like please, like I feel like I'm kind of far in it for it to be so it's taking me too long to get there, and I might have to just stop and then maybe pick it up later. I don't like to DNF stuff, but I know I will do it depending on the foolishness. So yeah, so I have that one, and I said I was going to finish that one before the weekend, which is not true. I'm going to probably finish it tomorrow, and then on Sunday I can focus on finishing the dynamic scene. So, but yes, let's get back to doing our writing. I'm going to get some more words up in here, and happy writing. Okay, how'd you do? How'd you do? Tremaine had to go. That's okay. I'm glad she enjoyed this break time. And hey, Ben. Oh, spring been going well. You stayed way too late watching anime. What anime were you watching? I just started Cyberpunk, and so I'm interested in that. Um. Oh, let me see. How much did I get for this one? Let's see if it's the total. The total is 513. So 513. I mean, really and truly, this is all like mine. Okay, 292. That makes sense because it's just I've been kind of editing, filling in some stuff, descriptions. 292. There we go. Apothecary Diaries. Okay, is it good? What is that on? Crunchyroll? I think I've seen that one pop up in my feed. Was it? Mm-mm. Well, it must have been good if you stayed up all night watching it. Yeah, Crunchyroll. I think it's on my list. Yeah, past 3 days. Yeah, it must have been good. Okay. It is on my list on Crunchyroll. So I will give it a look. Okay. I am interested. I kept saying I was gonna watch Cyberpunk, so we watched what, two episodes, 2 or 3 episodes last night. And I thought it was pretty cute, and well, I mean, not cute, but it's kind of nasty, which is great, but that was after I spent right after work going in there to play me some Final Fantasy VII, because I needed to see if we was gonna see Sephiroth, and we did. We saw Sephiroth, so and I still need to find out where Vincent is, because that's who I'm looking for. Like, I need to find out what's going on with Vincent. So good. I'm glad y'all. Hey, I mean, it's awesome. I get. Me and Z will watch some stuff, but he falls asleep much faster than me. on a lot of stuff, and it's not that he's not interested. At least not from what he was telling me. So we had to rewatch some stuff too. But we watched. It's on Prime Video. What was the show called? It was called The Best Hospital in the Galaxy or something like that. And I thought that was pretty cool. I like that one. It's a cartoon, more cartoon than it's not. I don't think it's an anime. So we watched that. What else? I don't know. No, nothing else really that much recently. I've been stuck on Final Fantasy. I can't even lie. Like, I don't. Nothing but Final Fantasy. It gives me life. It gives me life. Cyberpunk. Dropped it after 3. Okay. Well, shoot. We'll see. I guess we'll see what how far I get after the first episode. Oh dang, she was. Well, okay. So I mean, I can understand. It's a very bleak show. Like, the companies, everyone it owes money everywhere. Everything costs something. You can't breathe without paying for something. Hey, La. Finished client edits, and now I'm trying to figure out what I need to do next. Okay, also Final Fantasy is great. Love it. Look, I'm loving it, because I know when I get off of here, I'm going to play some more tonight. Money don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I ain't got to worry about waking up early. So I can play however long I feel like it. Just like I did on Tuesday night. I thought I was gonna, I might play a little bit. I kept saying, I'm gonna play. Z knew I was gonna play, but I wound up staying up late. I think it was up till almost 12 playing. Yeah, like I said, it is. I mean, I can see that because okay, it's pretty bleak. It's a terrible. The rebirth, the remake one. So I'm on the second one, and for Final Fantasy. But yeah, so I can see why. I kind of knew what was gonna happen. Well, I figured it, and I was like, no, it's gonna suck. And they did it in such a horrible, like I guess just the hospital. I mean, you just have to have money. That's all there is to it. Like it's absolutely the end stage capitalism has taken over everything, and it's a bleak outlook on society. So I can see it ain't fun. Yeah. I don't know what her reasons are, but I can see, I was like, oh, I'm interested in seeing where the story is going to go. But also, oh my gosh, this is bleak. So, what is that other one? It was on Netflix. Laserhawk, Captain Laserhawk, Captain. Yeah, Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. I really enjoyed that one. So that's what I was thinking it was gonna be like that on Netflix was Cyberpunk, and which I think Cyberpunk came out before then, but I was very hooked on Captain Laserhawk like immediately, and it's not the same feeling as that when it comes down to Cyberpunk. But I'm interested in seeing where it goes until it makes me mad. Never actually finished a Final Fantasy game. Knowledge comes from Kingdom Hearts. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's still pretty good. Final Fantasy 7 is the one that launched it. Like it did well. Like it saved the career of the original creator. The first one did because they had been working on other things and everything, and he decided to I can't remember what his name is, but he decided to name it Final Fantasy because it was his final try at creating something that could truly launch his career. So it happened in there, and then number 7 is the one that really got everyone hyped up, especially since it was, PlayStation, and now it's not that hard to get it in the U.S. It was launched in the U.S. also, so it got even more popular because it was very popular in Japan, obviously. That's why they had 6 of them already. Well, more than 6, I think, at the time. I think all the numbering is weird when it gets over to the U.S. But freaking loved it. I do love that doggone game. So the remake, I like what they're doing. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like. Captain Laserhawk is a fun one. But yeah, some people don't like the updates that they're doing to Final Fantasy. They want a one-to-one remake. And I'm like, if you got the ability to do, we knew that there were things that they wanted to do in that game back when the game first came out. Like in the interviews with the creator and the people who were working on it, there were hints. It was flat out, straight up saying, we wanted to do this, but we couldn't do this because of this. And it was mainly the limitations of the system, the time crunch, the deadlines, and all that kind of stuff that messed them up. So I'm okay with them figuring out a way to include those things, and then create you have a new story, and it doesn't completely destroy the original. So I'm like, why not? You got the ability, you just do a one-on-one remake. You just made it pretty. And there's no way you can, but it also sucks though, the fact that it's three games. Like you went from 3 discs to 3 whole games. Now that sucks. But outside of that, yeah. Everything else, I'm liking what they're doing. PlayStation plenty of times growing up, but never owned the full game. Okay. I will say, when we first got it on PlayStation, we rented it from Blockbuster. So there was no way we was gonna get finished with that game before the rental was up, and we didn't know that it was one player RPG. That was my actual first ever RPG. So yeah, we were not prepared. We were not prepared. But Seffi baby, he's so pretty. Although could never be with him, but he's so pretty. But all right, so we're gonna do another sprint, and so we'll get these chill tunes on and happy writing. Let me get down to the part in the page. There you go. All right. All right, how did you do? How did you do? Let's see, what did I get? I don't know. So I got a total 1111 minus 5. What was it? 513 last time? Oop. 592 minus 292 minus 221. Yeah, 598. That was a good one. That was a good one. So good. Oh, no worries. No worries. Gotta take care of the wifey. So I said, hey. I'm like, we got one more sprint to go. It's all good. Well, since it's the weekend, y'all can stay up and watch more of it, right? Got 598. Let me make sure I put that one. That was a good one. I was gonna, even at the end, I was kind of like just kind of reading through to see where else I was gonna add. Find my other note, read through, and it worked out better. Still had a good amount. Yep. Okay. I might have to give it a try since I have like I said, this weekend I was saying earlier, as I was gonna finish the Dynamic Scene book by Randy Ingermanson, because I do want to do a review, because I did reread the Snowflake Method, the parable, like he's telling a Goldilocks story in it. It's pretty cool, and I wanted to finish up the Dynamic Scenes one, because I definitely did refer to it to help me out with a couple scenes in the anthology submission I was doing. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I should go ahead and finish this, because I remembered enough that there was a note in there, and it made me kind of clear up the way I wanted the scene to lay out. So I was like, why not? So I want to finish that. I finished How We Do It. Great suggestions in that book. But I do want to go back into it. I'll probably get the audiobook so I can have it myself. I don't know. But I do want to finish that. And since everything else outside of that, the only other thing that would be get me to do anything would be Final Fantasy, in which I definitely am going to play tonight after this. Go take my shower, wash the day off, and go see if I can find out what's going on with Seffi baby, or go ahead and get find Vincent, because that's the other person I want to see. Yeah, Snowflake Method is awesome. I like it because it's really back and forth. Like, obviously you don't have to follow all the tips in any of the books, any of the craft books or whatever, but I like that in his, it's like, well, you do your log line, not your log line, let's say the cat. That's movies. But you do like a one sentence summary, right? You do that first. Then you go in and do a paragraph summary of your story, 5 sentences. Then you go and do some character, like bits of the character. Like why is it important that they're doing this in the story? Then you go back and mess with the summary again, and now you expand it to a full page. So it's like 4 or 5 paragraphs. However many sentences that you use to outline it in your paragraph, in your 1 paragraph summary, you would take that and break it apart into separate paragraphs per sentence. Then you would go back to your characters, mess with them, more motivations, more things, why, any more characters you need to add. Then go back to the story, and now you have a 4-page summary you need to do. So it's like, it really helps. Doing it that way helps with evolving the story and the characters together, and I like that because I like planning it out. But anyways, I want to do a review on the craft books, and now we're in March, and I'm like, I gotta put one of these up because I've read How We Do It, reread Snowflake Method. I'm working on a dynamic one. I started messing around with the GMC one again. And then I also did do like, not a full reread, but I've read through that textbook, the elements, like for the Elements of Romance video. And which it's like I said, it's such a textbooky thing. It really feels like school. And I was like, I don't have really any thoughts on it other than it's got some, she got some great examples, using old books and movies. No, not too many movies, but old books and everything. But also, it's so textbooky. So I feel like it was kind of hard to get through, and which has always been hard to get through since I ever heard about it. But the Elements of Romance part, great. Like, if you have that in there, the characters fit. It's not just happening with the Elements of Romance. I think it's a good read for that part. But the rest of it, not so much. And I think it's just because, like I said, it's a textbook. But yeah, I want to do some reviews on craft books and then show how I'm using it and stuff. Problem is that I had an anthology submission to do, and I'm working on Spell of the Bayou, and I don't want to give up working on Spell of the Bayou. Well, I'm going to keep on working on it, obviously, because I need to finish. And that's basically what this March Madness for me is going to be, is finishing up this final draft and finally getting it up there for someone to begin the beta reading, editing, and all that kind of stuff. And I got a job. I got a day job so I can pay for it. Getting editing done. But other than that, yeah, that's what I want to work on. But I do want to use the tips and tricks in a story. Like if I wrote a little short and then was like, oh, well, this explained it this way, how would I use it in that particular exercise and compare? And that's going to take time. So I said this month I'm going to do one of those as a video, which is probably going to be the dynamic scene one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. It's a lot of thinking you have to do to like fix it. So I'm just, not to say fix it. I mean, some of the stuff is fine. It's just that I'm already kind of wishy-washy on the different things that I want to submit and work on and finish. So I would hate to use something from Spell of the Bayou because I'm gonna spoil the story. So yeah. Yeah, only so much time in the day, especially now that I'm working. Now, and I don't know if Chelsea told you, but Tuesday it was touch and go for me. For me, when it came down to having to be in the traffic from Atlanta on a day that has been storming almost all day, So there was 3 crashes. It took me 2.5 hours to get home. Let's just say that. There was so much stuff going on, lights out, crashes. Inside of the city is already bad just on regular days. So now you add water to the mix. People acting a fool, just cutting across, 3 lanes. I'm like, bruh, this is a one-way street. And we ain't got nowhere else to go. We can't do anything. But anyway, so yeah, so you got all that was going on Tuesday. I was like, oh man, day jobs. Boy, I tell you. But at least I like the place that I'm at. Yep, one step at a time. Absolutely. Doing my best. It's a lot. Sometimes I'll be like, am I lying to myself? Am I really gonna be able to do this? Because in my other hobby, well, like right now hobby, because writing right now is a hobby until it can pay all the bills, which is what I wanted to be. I wanted to pay all the bills. But my other thing is crochet, and crochet helps empty my brain so that when I do go and work on my writing, I'm clear-headed. And that's great. But also, sometimes I be wanting to finish whatever I'm working on. So then I have to really discipline myself, because there have been some times where I will work on something for days and will not touch it. But I've let it get in the way of everything else. Like, I've worked on it for 3 days and I had a deadline or something else that I need to be doing. And not so much this last month or month and a half. It was just, other stuff going on. But basically I had to train myself out of doing it. Not even train myself out of doing it, because I still want to do it half time. But I don't know how to explain it. It's just more of, you get focused on it. I want to finish this little project. And it's not a little project. It's going to take hours. It's going to take days for you to finish it. But yeah, I'm talking mess. Let's go back to the keys. Let's get this final sprint on in here. And we'll have a couple minutes after the speak a leak. So, happy writing. All right, how'd you do? How'd you do? I hope you did well. That was the last one. I probably should go into the plan. Well, I'll go back to the break. Go back to the break just in case y'all chat. And I'll just put it on for the 10 minutes. That was the last one for tonight. Let's see how much. How did I do? Control. Save that. Select all of what was written today in this little section. So now I'm at this one. There we go. 263. 263. I mean, that was a little bit. Oh yeah, it was a little shorter because we were almost done. And Yeah. Well, 8 o'clock. Supposed to be meds, but you know, on these drinking right nights, I don't take them until later. Well, normally the meds are at 8 o'clock. And today's Friday, so usually I would be taking them. But you can't be maxing them. It's literally a muscle rock, so there's no way. What up, Pandy? What are you working on? Oh well, you should. I thought I saw you pop up as playing the game. Were you playing Lethal Company? No, you weren't playing that. Please be sure to hit that like button. Please, yes, thank you for the reminder. Please hit the like button. We just got a few more minutes left in the stream. And we're just, not a few more, but you know, it's like 8 minutes of some change. It definitely does help out a lot. But yeah, so we have gotten a good bit of words in. I think I somehow miscounted something because it was 11. Oh, I deleted stuff. So yeah. Deleted a section. But yeah, we got some pretty good amount of words done. Yeah, I'm playing Pacify. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Is it multiplayer? I don't know. You know, I ain't gonna play. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm sitting here asking, like, you know, should I be joining you in some games or anything like that? No, I'm not. Final Fantasy. I need to go see that pretty mouth boy. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I'm going to add one more row of ruffles. Next time, I think I'm going to just leave. I don't think I'm going to mess with the ears because it made it to, like, trying to make the ears to where, I guess I was supposed to be. I was trying to make it to where the ears would be all brown going down because you make it in a strip. And so it didn't exactly do correct on this side. I didn't calculate it correctly when I wound up sewing it together. So it's not really bad, but I definitely think it could have been so much better. And I promise it's not crooked. I'm just kind of sitting weird crooked. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to need, the next time I do it, if I do it, I think I'm going to keep it straight, graham cracker. Okay. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be a s'more. It's supposed to be a s'more because I did the chocolate covered strawberry one. But I made it, like I said, next time I'm going to do it, it's going to have the more drippy chocolate because I don't think that's dripping enough. Like I needed to come down much more. And then keep the top just straight and it'll just be s'more across the side. Like why not? I was trying to make the ears completely graham cracker, but no. I don't think it works. It restricts where I can put the back. Like once you sew it together, you can kind of fix it to how you want it. Like what do you want to be front? What do you want to be the back? But in this instance, I was restricted to where I could sew it up at. And so then on one side, it was great. It was perfect on both sides. And then on the other side, it had this little bit, like I miscalculated how far over I was supposed to go. So, but yeah, these are the tester hats. It's $4.99, up to 4 players. Okay, so what is it? What is the game? Yeah, more drippy chocolate. Yeah, because it's not drippy enough. So I definitely think by allowing it to stay across, pretty much like the chocolate covered strawberry one I did, I think it'll make it to where it'll be easier. Like I just probably use the same drip pattern and just make sure like the top row is just maybe 3 stitches down, 3 stitches of just the gray. Not the gray, but the graham cracker color. So I'll play around with it. We'll probably do another one. And I probably ain't gonna be this weekend because I want to play. Okay, you did have fun. It's confusing, so it's like a puzzle game or something. I'll take a look. Since it's 4-player multiplayer and it has different maps. Okay, I like playing with people when it comes down. Like, is it scary? Like Lethal Company, that messes. Nerve-wracking. Well, we had to go get us something to eat. Thanks for the sprints. Very welcome. Very welcome. Enjoy whatever you're eating. Ooh. Okay. all right, we might try it out. But yeah, this was a good sprint. I was able to get all 4 in, and I just went on ahead and just made sure I could just have a little extra time after the timer will go off when it's time for me to go. I think it was pretty good. Based on what I was able to update and edit, I'm going to be doing some more writing this weekend, but I'm not going to make any promises about getting on here. But I do want to read a bunch of, like I said, the dynamic scene book. I need to finish that. I want to finish that on Sunday, and start working through my notes for how we do it and that book to see which one I would like to do first. Probably how we do it, since I am finished with that one. To do a craft review on it. That is the goal, is to finish a craft review. But yeah, if it is a scary game, definitely. That's the only way I'll play. Z keeps trying to get me to play Supernatural or Super Normal or something like that. And it's like, I think it's like $8 on Steam. That looked crazy. So I don't know about all that. Like I feel like that's gonna be too scary for me. I'm gonna be in there screaming. Like I don't need the heart palpitations. I don't need none of that. I just not by myself. Cause I'm gonna be by myself. You're trying to solve, like, somebody's died or something. Like you're in an apartment and you're stuck in there because the entity won't let you out. I can't do it. It'd be like I'm playing Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight, I'll be whispering like the stalker or whoever is coming after us can hear us. And I can, my chest hurt too much for that. And I'll get the games too. Like I couldn't play, what's the game called? Five Nights at Freddy. Couldn't do that one. My nerves be way too racked. Hear your thoughts on the project and the last chapter. And I know you're, the PFP. But I do be jealous. I do be jealous. But I can't wait either. I'm very excited. I love necromancers. Working on a necromancer story has always been one on my like top to-do list, because even when I was working on the comic, the main character on my comic in Voodoo Legends, the main character deals with the dead all the time. Like she is the in between. She protects the dead from the living and the living from the dead. And so she kind of stays like in the middle plane. But there are straight up necromancers in that story. If I ever get that done, I'm just probably gonna have to write that as a novel. And then I've wanted to do one so long that I did the short story submission on a necromancer for this Terminus 3. So, and it was like kind of a play up on Night at the Museum a little bit, but with necromancy. So I thought it would be fun. But yeah, I can't wait to be heated. She has been giving me the snippets and stuff. So, well, she's been posting the snippets in the Discord. So I've been loving them. One time, let me. Oh well, yeah, I guess. But you get the first hand look at it. I can see that. Never mind. I still get jealous. I still impatiently wait. So no worries. But I do enjoy being a beta reader, though. That is always very fun. Because then you find out like you might have read into something, or you took it in a completely different way. Because my absolute hatred for Noble started in book 1. Like within the first time he showed up on the page, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this dude. I don't know what my notes were. but if Chelsea has the notes, I don't know. But I was like, this dude get on my nerves already. Like I don't So yeah, so maybe there is a benefit to holding off until you get like relatively close to being done with the game. So, but yeah, I don't want to keep y'all on here. I hope you have a great dinner, Ben and Chelsea, and then Pandy. I know you're gaming. and everything. Snowly, thank you for joining us. Always doing your editing and writing your scripts and getting your game stuff. Thank goodness. And then also, Z stopped by, left a like. I'm way past the bedtime. I'm going to have to ask them next time what the time zone they're in. And La stopped through with Tremaine. So thank you so much for joining us. This has been March Madness Writing Sprint from Ash Writes Lots. And the next set of writing sprints are going to be coming up on Monday. And you're looking at Chelsea at 11. That's written in melanin. And then you also have Deja, D. Rouxelle, in which her time is 6:30 p.m. So their channels are linked below. So please feel free to go to their channel, subscribe, prepare, commit to their stream and everything. Put your notification on. She made me feel like you feel probably worse. Okay, it's that bad? Gotta leave. Okay, I can't wait. I love being mad at characters because then I could like say whatever, do whatever. I ain't gotta worry about fighting them in real life. But I mean, there are some characters. Like I said, I have a video that I'm working on where I'm ready. Like, what characters would I throw down? Like, if I had the ability to just straight up box some of these characters. Noble is on the list, but also Sarah, in which I'm like, I defend Sarah, which is crazy because she doesn't deserve to be defended. But I'm also like, she would be me a little bit because I wouldn't know what to do. But also, she need to understand, yes, she's being selfish. But yes, also, there's a lot. But anyway, they're on the list. But I was trying to stick to more villains that I would fight. So, but I hope everybody has a great night. Please make sure you sign up for the rest of the March Madness. And deuces. Bye.